So after about 2.5 months to 3 months of pausing in my dating and relationships, like I was taking a break, I met my husband right after that. Now, I'm not saying go ahead and take a pause and then meet your husband. That may or may not happen. But what I'm saying is there are some things that I did in my season that helped me further meet the man of God that God had for me. One of the things I did on my pause season was take care of me in ways that I didn't do beforehand. I began to love me more than ever. I began to actually dive into salsa dancing lessons. I started with some friends. We were going out salsa dancing, and it was such an amazing experience. And when I started taking those classes, I started to develop this sense of like, oh my gosh, like I actually can have this type of energy. It was something new and different, and I just loved it for me. And once you do that, once you find something that you're tapping into, it shows you who you are. So when you do go out on dates and when you do get approached by a man and they see that you're about your business, you're about your life, you have things together, they also see that you have life outside of work, outside of business, outside of him. So find something else to do in the pause season. Another thing was prayer. Now, prayer should be throughout your whole entire life, morning, noon, and night, in between. Yes, but I was able to activate my prayer life in a total different way to where I can provide hope in my season, that I can actually trust the Lord as I rest, stop dating and stop relationships, and allow God to move how God's going to move. Because in our pause season, we can still be tempted. We can still feel like, you know what, I'm lonely. I want to go ahead and do what I know I'm not supposed to do. I told myself I was going to take a break. You need those sisters that are around you that can pray with you, pray for you, that y'all can have Bible studies with, y'all can have prayer calls with. You can keep each other accountable. So I can say during that time frame, I was able to add those sisters into my life because they were lacking. That was one of the things that I was lacking, is them in my life to where they can do that for me and be that person for me as much as they needed me for them. And even though I was able to find friends and being able to pray, being able to get back to myself, show myself some self-care, go on dates with myself, all those things to fine tune me, to get back to me, there's some things that I wish I could have done. And some of those things were therapy. And this is what I want to tell you is go back to, if you've already gotten therapy, or just start therapy. Start getting to know who you are. Release those traumas, release those triggers. Start figuring out what it is about you that is keeping you from pushing forward, what's keeping you stagnant. All those things that I believe that would have helped me in the process of even understanding me as I dated my husband. There were some things that I had not dealt with in the starting phases of our relationship that if I would have went to therapy, it would have alleviated some of the concerns I had about myself as I began to invite him into my life. And last but not least is coaching. Coaching is so crucial. I feel like because I grew up in the church and nobody ever taught me how to date. Like, there's nobody out there that actually says, this is how you can attract. This is what feminine qualities you can have. This is what the Bible says about this. This is how you can know a man is interested. This is how you can approach, how you can position yourself, how he should approach you. There's nothing like that really too much talked about. And so this is why I was like, you know what? This is missing. So I became a coach myself to help single Christian women like myself serve in the church, loving Jesus, praising the Lord, worshiping at night, fasting and praying. Yet, how do I wait? So I want to provide that safe space for you and I to talk about what it looks like in this season. All right. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to write down 3 challenges in your life that's preventing you from dating with confidence, pursuing relationships, from feeling like you cannot find your future husband. Write those down. Then I need you to book a call with me. Yes, me. Book a call with me. We'll go over those challenges, and I bet I can find whatever you're going through, match them with some solutions, and we'll be able to walk out that meeting with a plan and a strategy. After that, Listen, sis, you on your way to a good life, to a good single season, and a walking still in your pause season. Why am I doing this? Because I love you. I've been there. I bumped my head. I don't want you to go through the same thing. So, sis, book the call, write the 3 things, and I'll see you soon. This is Lucretia Haley, Purpose and Relationship Coach. And listen, I'm out.